Wasn't expecting this, were you? So, I am something of a tinkerer, and I also have what is called a problem. It's called, like in computer science. So, obviously these are not the computers we're having today, this is just going to be our desk, because I currently do not have a table that would work. So, we're using two different computer cases as a desk. And that may sound weird, but I have quite a bit of stuff that we can have for the future. But today, it's all about... Oh, fuck, this is heavy. This big boy. This is a Dell Inspiron 1520. Now, today we're just going to be looking into this thing and seeing how it works and what the fuck we can do with it. Now, I thought this thing was 95 for some reason, but it's actually a different computer that's Windows 95. This one's Vista. Or it might have been upgraded to 7, I think. No, I think this one's still stuck on Vista. So, this was a computer that I got as a gift from someone. It was more so just, I have a bunch of junk, do you want it? And me being a little bit of a hoarder, said, you know what, that sounds interesting. So, I have shown in previous streams, if you check out the stream channel, that I love tinkering with things. For instance, we did a stream... Oh, shit. I did a stream where we did repairs on this thing, which still doesn't work. But yeah, the optical cable, we had to take this entirely apart and replace the charge port, which that shell's still broken, but the shell has nothing to do with it. It's just the cable. It charges now. It just doesn't turn on. I don't know what I fucked up on there, but maybe that'll be a project for another day. Trying to refix it. Oh my god, stop! Can you stop shaking? Maybe I should use more even computer cases. So yeah, in the future, I would like to do this on like a table or something, but any normal surface I have in this room is kind of taken up already. But yeah, I've always loved videos that just kind of break down and take apart technology, and they usually do something cool with it. I don't know what we can actually put onto this, because this thing is old. And I don't really plan on flashing the OS just in case I ever need Vista for something. So we're just going to kind of stress test it. So this thing actually came out in 2007. It is old enough to, well, drink and drive in most countries, but not the US. It's old enough to vote, which is a little crazy to think. But this is a hefty fucker. And supposedly, it was a productivity, multimedia, and basic gaming laptop. I want to see if it can still hold up to the basic gaming part. So, I mean, if I could run Doom on this thing, that'd be funny as shit. But it probably can. So, actually, this is something that I thought was really cool. So, it has this little clip, which a lot of these older laptops did have that clip. I have another one somewhere that also has the same clip. So, we have the power button in the center. This is so weird. Like, the touchpad here almost doesn't feel real. These feel nice, though. This is a Centrino Duo CPU, so that's interesting. I wonder how powerful that is. I'm gonna be honest, I love the buttons on this thing. The buttons are so cool. I don't know what the fuck this does. What does this do? It's a power button flashing. It's not the power button. This is the power button. And tomato. But yeah. And another neat feature, which you can probably see, I'm not quite sure how well it picks up on camera, it has these little buttons for multimedia productivity purposes. Which, I'm gonna be honest, a little boring. But, as you can see, this thing is not in the best of condition. I swear it came like that. I did not do that. But, it's super interesting. I'm pretty sure this is a floppy disk port. Possibly. Or, not a floppy disk, that's way too small. That's kind of neat. I wonder what that is. Which, I checked it out at one point, but I do not remember the name of it. So we have power here, USB, Ethernet, which I think is kind of crazy. This is a very weird monitor plug I've not seen before, but it kind of reminds me of the little cables for computer and mouse that they used to have, which, if you're not aware, looked like... Oop, hit the camera. Oh, no. Okay, got not balanced. Looked like this. These... Well, okay, this is not actually the USB. But it plugged into holes that look like this, and the computers that I currently have that have those ports are too heavy or already plugged in, so another time. We got our battery that has a nice lock-in so that it's convenient to take out. I miss when you didn't have to fucking pull the whole thing apart and undo a bunch of cables to do that. We have an SD, DVD, VGA, and I always fucking forget the name of that cable. Another Ethernet port. Wait, is that a phone port then? Oh shit, this is a phone port actually. So you can plug your phone into this. Or, I mean, a lot of microphones actually use a phone port plug. A lot of like older microphones, usually they would obviously hook up to a phone. But, I mean, it's actually pretty interesting that they have that. So yeah, I had it plugged in earlier. So we have our handy-dandy AI advertised screwdriver set, which, yeah, I could get something nicer, but this has almost everything I need. So, found it convenient. Unless I am crazy. No, that was significant enough. Our screws over here. Alrighty, so we have these two ports open real quick. And I don't want to shock anything, so I'm going to be very careful. But what is this that I spy? That seems to be... Oh, we pin. Interesting. Okay, so it has the space for a bunch of different chips. A wide personal area network, wide wireless area network, and wide local area network. Interesting. So you can put a lot of different types of network chips in this. When did Bluetooth come out? Would this be like to expand you to have a Bluetooth slot? Because I don't think a WLAN chip at this time could have given Bluetooth. Okay, so I did a tiny bit of digging, and apparently this was to allow for the biggest possible personal area network connectivity that you could possibly get out of a laptop. Now, the thing is, I did not know Bluetooth was actually invented in 1999. I know it's just a small, I think Bluetooth is on the 2.4 gigahertz frequency, so I know it's not complicated, but I actually didn't know it was that old, so it would perfectly be able to just, work with all this. Interesting. So, it really allows for a lot of versatility. I wonder why they're not in there. I wonder if you had to buy them separately and, put them in. Or maybe if it was, depending on the model you bought, you got certain chips. But this looks to be our RAM. What do we have here? Made in China, perfect. 512 megabytes of 2RX16 PC2. This looks like... I don't want to say DDR2, because I don't know if SODIMM RAM... By the way, if you didn't know, it's actually called SODIMM. So there's small outline, dual inline memory, and module, which is the MM, and then there's something like this, which is regular DIMM, so dual inline memory module, and then small outline dual inline memory module. Your phone, which I believe a lot of phones actually carry something similar to SODIMM, but smaller. I think there's a smaller outline specifically for phones. I don't want to do it face up because it shows a reflection, but neat. And yeah, DEF CON, awesome. Not my phone though, just a spare. So, let's see if I can just carefully... Okay. Woo! DDR2 only? Okay, yeah. So these are DDR2 sticks. Interesting. So I want to just be very, very careful. Oh, is there only one DDR? Alright, I have a crappy note card that I was using for a video idea project, just project writing, so just use that. We don't need this. I'm pretty sure this is the broken stick of RAM, so goodbye. And yes, I know that's solid gold, but that thing's 4 gigs DDR3, I think, and it doesn't work. Actually, no, that should be DDR4, actually. You know, I just realized it's going to be really difficult to remember what screws go where, because some of these are, really tiny, and then others are, that. At least there's some screws that just stay in the thing. I love when they do that. Ooh. I love when components do that. The screw's just inside. I love that. So simple for taking it apart. I love that. Please, more companies should do that. Alrighty, that should be most, if not all of the screws. Hopefully that's all of the screws. So, let's see if we can open this bad boy up. The question is... how the fuck do I do that? Oh! Well, we have our Ooh, we have a hard drive. SATA 3, 3 gigabytes a second. How many gigabytes is Oh, this is a 120 gigabyte hard drive. So this was underneath the floppy receiver, I think. Unless I'm stupid, where's the floppy receiver? No, yeah, it was right underneath the floppy receiver. So that's pretty interesting. It has these little exchangeable hard drives. That's cool. I actually think that's I like that. So next, I think we got to take the DVD out. All right, we got the DVD reader out, and I don't think there should be any DVDs in this. I think I took out all the CDs in this thing when I got it, because there was a CD in this, as well as one other machine that I got from this person. How the fuck do I take this off? Oh, I probably need to take these off as well. All right, now all of the screws should be out. That should go there, and this is right, that goes to that. So, can I pick you up now? All right, and we are back. So, I did not realize that the thing cut out for a while, which is a major pain in the ass. So, what did we do while we were in the main place? Well, I accidentally threw the power shield over there. We got the keyboard out, which is very lovely. And I realized that when I can't actually see the camera because it's so much taller than me, you can't actually read some of this shit. So I have to like focus in. Yeah, this was the DVD drive, and then there was the 120 gigabyte thing over there, which yeah. So we gotta. Oh. There's a cat. Meow. Sorry, you can't come in here. There's technology. I do not want to take off the screen, even though that is the next step in actually dismantling this. But I'm not sure how much of a choice I have in this. I'm gonna be honest, this is quite a bit more than I bargained for when it comes to taking apart a computer. Oh, we got like half of it out. Because I'm fine with like keeping this and then just having it bend over a little bit, but I would like the whole thing to be seen by the light. The computer is in a very odd position, and I can't really change said position. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Alrighty, so you're gonna get a close-up. So let's sharpen a little, and then I'm gonna try and put a flashlight down there. Oops. Alrighty, so this is gonna be very difficult because of that blue and black and white cable over there, but so we have the fan, we have, I think that's going to be the main hard drive. I believe this is the floppy reader, no, maybe that's the floppy reader actually, yeah. Looks like we have our motherboard over here. We can still see what looks like, is that another SODIMM RAM chip? Huh, interesting. So, yeah, pretty neat all around. And I would very much like to stop doing this because this is very painful. All right, let's skip back to monkey business. Back from feeding the kitties and grabbing myself my own little lunch because still can't eat anything after my surgery. I will put this back together and then we'll see what this thing can really do. Alright, the camera turned off again, which is super annoying. But can we zoom? I thought there was a zoom dial on here somewhere. Alright, we're just gonna have to do that post-process. Invalid configuration format, please run setup program. Time of day not setup, please run setup program. Strike F1 key to continue, strike F2 to the setup utility. Let's do the setup utility. So BIOS version 11.05/2007. Why can't I move? It's not like the keyboard's broken, it's just not letting me... Why are I have extra keyboards. Let's try an extra keyboard. Let's see if we can plug this bad boy in. Get literally anything. Okay, we're not getting any response. Let's do auto for fast boot. So F2 is in the setup boot menu. Ooh, we're loading. This did not happen last time. It's giving us the option. I'm actually gonna lower camera real quick. And I don't know how well problem has been detected. I don't like that. Problems continue. Disable or remove any newly installed hardware or software. Disable BIOS memory options such as caching or shadowing. Contact your system administrator. Well, the system administrator is me, so that's not a great first step. Okay, so of the answers that Google is giving, we can't do most of those. So it says reseat hardware. Considering I got this error before, and we just reseated all the hardware, I don't think that'll fix the problem. And I've got this to run before, by the way. So this used to run perfectly fine. It was yesterday when I turned it on, I got this screen for the first time. And I'm gonna be honest, I do not know why. Okay. So run disk check, can't do that. Update BIOS and drivers, we might be able to do that. Run hardware diagnostics, restart the Dell laptop, F12 repeatedly to run full hardware scans specifically for the hard drive. Let's try that. Let's do, god damn it. Why did the arrow keys not work? Let's do we want to do diagnostics or BIOS setup? Let's do diagnostics. Running MATS test, Mark B, pre-boot. Never heard that before. That is an interesting sound. Could you shut the fuck up? Not what I... Shut the fuck up, please. How do I... Oh my god, shut up. Error code or keyboard not detected. No. Okay. So... we may have fucked up the keyboard. Let's quickly fix that. Let's try safe mode while I'm doing this. I was going to turn it off, but while I'm fixing the keyboard, I don't necessarily think I need to have it off, or I'd at least just like to pull the keyboard out and then turn it off. Let's see if this works. So it seems like it's detecting the keyboard malfunctioning, which means I put it in wrong, which I'm not particularly surprised I did that wrong, but still, I'm a little upset. So while power is being attempted to run through it, I'm not going to actually pull it out. I don't know how bad of an idea that is or not. So we're just gonna wait for this to unplease wait, and yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Oh shit! It actually turned on. I was really not expecting this. Oh, and the keyboard works. Oh no, this is the mouse pad, but. Wait, the keyboard does work. What? Hold on, let's do that, and then let's... Okay, yeah, it's just the arrow keys don't work. Hold on, wait, let me see if you can see this. So, you probably can't tell, but in the URL there, I'm typing keys, it's working. The arrow keys just aren't working. Enter works. This shouldn't be on Wi-Fi, by the way, so yeah, okay. We're in safe mode. Any of this I need to be worried about? I don't think so. I think all the like personally identifiable information is not on here. Or I took it off. I do not remember. No, I didn't take it off because there's still iTunes on here.
Anyway, we're gonna put these screws back, and we're just gonna let this thing kind of just be itself for a bit. So safe mode really is the only way we can boot this, and I don't think we have Wi-Fi. So according to this, it is November 2007. They go up to $20.99, which is more hopeful than other devices I have seen before that go to like not even close to that. So let's try and get it to a modern date. Alrighty, we have it on a modern time. Why didn't it set? Alright, well, we need to do that later then. So, DNS cannot be reached, which means I probably need to use this. Which I didn't really want to use, but it's the only option. This is a Wi-Fi extender. And I wonder if it's really our only option. Let's pop this on the back. Alrighty, I'm starting to get a little bit upset with this camera because it just cut off, even though I could see it was still fucking on. Alright, so let's try and exit safe mode. Restart. Oh, this is Windows 7 Home Premium, so this is Windows 7 and not Vista. Never mind then. Lower the brightness on this. No, I think I just have to manually change the brightness around here, or I just change the ISO and see what works best. Like, nothing works good, I'm gonna be honest with this. Yeah, oh well. I don't know why the lights changed so much. I think it was pale earlier before. I gotta get better at lighting this room. Ooh, it looks like we have network settings now, actually. Hold on. Or at least we have a network. We have a network option. Alrighty, we're on to Google. This is exactly where we want to be. Steam. I just want to install Steam on here to try and get some games and see if it's a real gaming, even casual gaming computer. Your clock is behind. I never knew this would be such a problem. Fine, update date and time. You're connected to the internet. You should automatically. Oh, it has to be an administered change. Okay, cool. Okay, the time is off, but I mean, should be good enough now. Oh! Oops. Are incorrect. Oh my goodness, I have to have the exact time correct. This is so annoying. Okay. February 9th. I put it as February 9th. It is February 9th! What do you mean my clock is behind? Privacy error? I don't care. Advanced. Reload. We're just gonna try a new tab. Steam. I didn't realize that we'd have more problems trying to open Chrome and Steam than actually opening the computer. That is not an expectation I had. Please work. Oh! This is exactly what we're running. Install Steam. Wait a minute, how do you install Steam to a nearly 20-year-old laptop? Steam setup.exe is downloading. Kind of enjoy having my hands in front of a camera. It allows for a lot more pizzazz. I just wish I had a better camera. This would probably be coming in a lot nicer picture, because on my camera it looks like this is a brown laptop, and then it's very much silvery gray, and I don't have like warm light. While this is loading, I just kind of want to exposition dump. I actually have no idea how long this video is going to be. I'm probably going to have to cut it down substantially. I was intending for this to be like a 15-20 minute video. This probably will be quite a bit longer. But, I mean, I showed the radio over there that you can probably see. Yeah. That is a single band radio that I intended to take apart and show all of you. Like, I have a bunch of other little things that I don't want to spoil quite yet. And what was that error sign? But I would like to make this a little series. I like dismantling things and building them up new. Was this 52 gigabytes free, it said? Isn't this 120 gig hard drive? But yeah, we're gonna push this computer to its limits and see how much gaming you could do back in 2007. And I don't really know what I want to do with these computers, other than make them tables. But, I mean, they have specs in them. They should have Windows 10 still. And let's shut down Chrome now that we don't need the RAM stolen there. Oh, here's one thing I have wanted to fix for a while. This is a Game Boy Advance SP 101, I think? Yeah, AGS 101. And I think I have an AGS 100 as well. 001, sorry. I like collecting consoles and retro games. You guys should know that, since I used to stream Super Mario Sunshine and, like, Wind Waker. But this, I don't remember how. This thing broke. And I would like to mod it. And then maybe another interesting little thing. For those of you that know me, I do absolutely love projects like this, just taking it apart, putting it back together, and seeing what to do. I've kind of been inspired by the gaming test by Bringus Studios. He's a really funny YouTuber. But I honestly just want to build shit, like build my home lab up, even though I currently can't make a home lab because of network issues. I really want to make this an ongoing series, and if you guys enjoy this, please leave a like and leave a comment on what project I should do next. I have a lot of different devices that I can show off and fix up and look at. I even have a broken computer that's like fucking huge. Like it is probably as big as these two computers combined. Definitely as fucking heavy. Long and short of it, if you want to see more videos like this where I take apart technology, put it back together, and do funky shit with it, or funky shit in general, tell me what you want to see. I really want to try some new shit, and I have a bunch of options. I would like to remod maybe one of my Game Boys. Maybe this one, because I don't care about it as much, but this one I'd want to do a case mod on. So maybe we could have a Game Boy modding video. Oh, and also my typewriter I need to fix up. So yeah, the typewriter I need to get parts for, these I would need to get parts for, and even what I want to do with them. Oh, I have a broken 3DS as well. If you couldn't tell, I hoard a lot of technology. Most of which I've either bought myself, or that has been given to me by people. Because it's either broken or they just have no need for it. So, trust me when I say that I'm not lacking in content when it comes to this stuff.
Okay, so, it actually booted up Steam. Problem... OBS stopped recording. And my microphone, which is right up there, I don't know if you can actually see it, with where the camera is, I don't know when it shut off. So, get this. Anyway, so I bought Doom and Doom 2 on Steam. Let us see if we can actually run Doom on this. Alright, and it's official. We have the Valve hardware survey to show off. This is a Duo CPU T5250. So now we're in the Valve hardware survey, and it says Steam will stop running on Windows 7 in 0 days. It seems to be running. So I'm gonna try and submit these results and see if I can get Doom on here. Because if I can get Doom on here, I would really like that. I don't know if you can see what that is, but I think my stitches just came out of my mouth. So that's not particularly fun. Let's hope I'm not bleeding right now. What the fuck is that on my hands? Yeah, blah 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 blah, I don't care. So I'm gonna take care of this while this downloads. I don't like the look of that. I don't like how hot this feels either. So first we're going to try and redo this download after it installs that. Oh, corrupt download. Okay. Okay.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and put it on a flash drive and see what happens. So, back in a moment. Alrighty, we're gonna try something different. We're gonna take the Wi-Fi thing out, and we're gonna stuff this in, which is my 4 terabyte hard drive. So, hopefully, this, I think, is the drive that has the game on it, which is very possibly wrong. And I'm only realizing that now, and I don't really know how that's going to turn out. I'll meet back with you when we see if we can do it. Okay, and alright. Well, this is going to be fun. Alrighty. So, Doom is refusing to download, so a waste of 47 cents. Well, technically $4, but sale. So, we have only what I can get off of my E drive that I hooked up. This is the 4 terabyte one. I accidentally picked up the wrong one earlier. Not an amount of games that you think would either run on this or be normal, but let's try. I really want to try Undertale because it's an RPG Maker game, so I think it has the highest chance of working. And then I want to try Peak. I think that'd be really funny. All right, Undertale. Ooh, we have cancel. Oh, which means we have play. Accept the EULA. I don't really give a shit. I'll sign my soul. Which, I mean, I guess I kind of already do that in Undertale, but whatever. Come on! We can do it! Come on! Launching, synchronizing cloud. That doesn't really matter, but, you know. Failed to create direct 3DX 9EX device. Huh. I think Windows 7 gaming is in fact dead. Alright, so this officially crashed, so let's try Peak. Because I have absolutely no faith that this will play. I have no faith that this will turn on, I'm gonna be honest. If we couldn't get Undertale, I have no faith in this. We're on Peak, why is it showing? No, wait, I want this. If somehow it turns on, I'll just grab a mouse, but I mean, I don't have faith that this will work anyway. I don't think this computer has any of these. So, fuck it. Like, I doubt this will work, but DirectX 12 is, like, very modern and probably not on this. And our last resort will be Fallout New Vegas, actually. Fallout New Vegas very well could possibly run on this. Well, my Fallout New Vegas doesn't work very well. Actually, no, Fallout New Vegas doesn't work well on this anyway. I need to use a special launcher for Fallout New Vegas because I modded it to be able to be stable. You know what? This is also a productivity machine. Can we run Source Filmmaker, which also came out in 2000... Hold on, I think that's a lie. No, I think Source Filmmaker did come out in 2007. So, let's try Source Filmmaker. Will Source Filmmaker work on the productivity and gaming laptop from 2007? I can hear the hard drive. It is loud. It is trying hard. Not even like this one, which I'm pretty sure... Yeah, this is mechanical. I should swap my data onto an NVMe from this at some point, because this is going on 2 or 3 years old. That's gonna like crap out at some point, and then I'm just gonna have it as a spare 4 terabyte. It's a reminder. I need to buy like a 10 terabyte NVMe or something to store all this data on. How much is it? How much is that type of NVMe? Okay, just did a tiny little bit of research. 4 terabytes of NVMe, so 4 terabytes that could fit all this. $470, and 10 terabytes is about the same as I spent on my new computer, so fucking no. An error occurred while launching the game, corrupt download. Well, maybe the memory corrupted in this or something. Unfortunately, we cannot game on the Dell Inspiron 1520. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Memory's expensive, man. I'm not gonna fucking replace the hard drive in this. At least not now. So,
Maybe someday we can modify this and get it gamer ready. But today shall not be that day. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully we can do more videos like this with different devices than this. Not so much of a dinosaur compared to that, which I think is much more of a dinosaur. And I have something in that closet that is from 1995. I think that fucking radio is even older. But hopefully next time, I don't know, we might do a shell mod or Game Boy mods. I don't know. Anyway, from the ideas that I said earlier, comment down below which of them you like. Maybe you have another idea that I could possibly do, but just haven't thought of. Anyway, thank you all so much for sticking around. I really appreciate you watching up till the end, and if you enjoyed this, thank you. But that'll be it from me. It's been Moosh. Comments, criticism, and suggestions are always welcome. Main channel videos will continue when I can eventually get scripts ready. I will see you later. Arrivederci.